Epicurus's timeless wisdom, "The greatest wealth is to live content with little," stands in stark contrast to the ceaseless drive for more that defines much of modern society. We live in an age where success is often measured by possessions, bigger houses, faster cars, fancier gadgets. Yet, Epicurus challenges us to rethink this notion of wealth, inviting us to consider whether true happiness is found in accumulation or simplicity. His words are not a command to live without, but a gentle reminder to appreciate the beauty and fulfillment that come from needing less. Imagine a man walking through a lush meadow, free of burdens, with nothing but the clothes on his back and a satchel of bread and water. Around him, birds sing in the trees, the sun warms his face, and the air carries the scent of wildflowers. He stops to eat his humble meal, savoring each bite as if it were a feast. In that moment, he is rich, not because of what he has, but because of what he does not lack. Contentment has filled the space where craving might have taken root. Epicurus's philosophy invites us to cultivate this sense of fullness, not by amassing wealth, but by redefining what we truly need. The trap of materialism is that it breeds an endless cycle of desire. The shiny new car loses its luster, the big house feels empty, and the latest gadget becomes outdated. Like a thirsty traveler drinking seawater, the more we consume, the more we want. Epicurus understood this paradox. He believed that wealth and possessions often distract us from life's most genuine pleasures: the warmth of friendship, the satisfaction of a simple meal, the serenity of a quiet mind. These treasures require no fortune, yet they are the foundation of a fulfilling life. Consider the story of a farmer who rises with the sun. His days are spent tending to the earth, planting seeds and harvesting the fruits of his labor. His home is modest, his meals simple, yet his heart brims with contentment. He spends his evenings with family, sharing stories by the fire, and his nights in peaceful sleep. The farmer understands that wealth isn't found in gold or luxuries, but in the steady rhythm of a life lived in harmony with nature. His joy comes not from what he owns, but from the meaning and connection he experiences daily. In modern life, this philosophy can feel almost radical. We are constantly bombarded by advertisements that promise happiness through consumption. Buy this, and you'll feel fulfilled. Yet, how often does that fulfillment last? Epicurus teaches us that by focusing on what truly matters, we can free ourselves from the treadmill of wanting. Instead of chasing the next thing, we can learn to cherish what we already have. A meal shared with loved ones, a walk in the park, or even a moment of quiet reflection can be more enriching than the most extravagant luxury. Minimalism, a modern movement inspired by similar ideals, echoes Epicurus's teachings. Those who practice it often report feeling lighter, freer, and more at peace. By decluttering their lives, both physically and emotionally, they create space for joy, connection, and meaning. Minimalism doesn't mean giving up everything. It means letting go of what doesn't serve your happiness. It's a reminder that the weight we carry isn't just in our hands, but in our minds. Epicurus's philosophy also invites us to reconsider our relationship with time. In our pursuit of material wealth, we often sacrifice the one thing we can never get back: time. We work long hours, take on stress, and miss precious moments with loved ones, all for the sake of more. But what if we redefined success? What if we saw wealth not as money or possessions, but as the freedom to spend our time as we choose? A walk at sunrise, an afternoon spent reading, or a heartfelt conversation could become the true markers of a rich life. Imagine for a moment a small garden. It isn't grand or extravagant, just a patch of earth where flowers bloom and vegetables grow. The gardener tends it with care, finding joy in the feel of the soil and the smell of fresh herbs. To others, it may seem insignificant, but to the gardener, it is a source of pride and peace. Epicurus would call this wealth, the ability to find contentment in the simple act of nurturing life. When we learn to see the world through this lens, even the smallest blessings take on profound meaning. Living content with little doesn't mean giving up ambition or refusing to dream. It means aligning your pursuits with your values and understanding the difference between what you want and what you need. Epicurus believed that a life of contentment arises not from abundance, but from sufficiency. When our needs are met and we can appreciate them fully, we achieve a state of inner wealth that no external fortune can replicate. The beauty of this philosophy is its universality. Whether you are a farmer or a CEO, a student or a retiree, the path to contentment is the same. Simplify, appreciate, and connect. Find joy in the morning sunlight, the taste of fresh bread, the laughter of a friend. Let go of the unnecessary and embrace the meaningful. Life, in its essence, is rich beyond measure when we learn to see it through Epicurus's eyes. So let this idea inspire you. The greatest wealth is already within your reach. It isn't hidden in vaults or stored in possessions. It's found in the quiet moments when you feel at peace with yourself and your surroundings. Start small. Look around and notice the blessings you already have. The roof over your head, the meals on your table, the people who care for you. With each moment of gratitude, you plant a seed of contentment, one that will grow stronger and more resilient with time. And remember, true wealth isn't about the size of your bank account or the grandeur of your lifestyle. It's about living with intention, appreciating the simple pleasures, and finding joy in the little things. As you embrace this philosophy, you'll discover that life's greatest treasures were never far away. They were waiting within you all along.